So my name is Professor Siangchokyoo, and I am an assistant professor in the management department. Obviously, I teach undergraduate level and graduate level classes. Here in the management department, I am also the area coordinator for the management program. So that involves looking over the curriculum, recruiting and promoting the management program, as well as making sure that all of the classes are lined up in promoting connections between the management program and businesses, in and around the Hampton Roads. It's hard to answer that question in that I'm interested in teaching generally. Being someone from Thailand, I was born in Thailand, so and I grew up in Canada, and a lot, my life growing up was influenced by a lot of instructors that I kind of had growing up. So being a teacher was a natural thing. I want to help students who might not have kind of the privilege or the opportunities. And again, growing up, I just had a lot of opportunities given to me by the instructors that I've had kind of throughout my career growing up. So, part of why I wanted to be a teacher is to basically just pay it forward. Now, in terms of management in particular, I just love working with people, and I think there's value in being able to work with people and be able to lead people or bring people together. So the management kind of area attracted me from that perspective, right? So helping people work together, managing and working with people, leading people, right? Talking about how to lead. So to answer the question, if you will, teaching is just a way to pay it forward, and management is just something that I like to do in that I see value in working with people, and I see the value in bringing people together. So combining the two, that's what I'm doing here. So the skills have kind of evolved. Me personally, I come from an engineering background, so I see a lot of value in technical skills. So being able to kind of just work with your hands from an engineering perspective, I see that as being very important. Now, being in the business college, I still see value in being kind of able to work with your hands. This involves like Excel, right? So being able to do Excel, being able to write, right? Being able to crunch numbers. I see that as being very valuable or very important. At the same time, if you're a management student, one of the key skills that you'll need is, again, to kind of be able to work with people, right? Management is about working with people, and as much as there is value in being able to crunch numbers or being able to do calculations or being able to build models and so on and so forth, right? It's also important to be able to communicate this to other people, right? So from a managerial perspective or from a management perspective, a combination of these two skills are very important, right? Like, it's important to have a good foundation in terms of your technical understanding, but at the same time, being able to communicate that to a team setting or within a business environment is also very important. So building on your technical skills and working on kind of communicating and articulating these ideas and these concepts are also very important. Oh, I guess we'll get back to this a little later. In that I'm actually an ODU grad, so I graduated from ODU. One of my most proudest kind of professional achievement is just being able to come back to ODU. So I moved away for a while, taking on a faculty position elsewhere, and being able to come back to ODU to kind of come back to my roots, if you will. That's probably one of the proudest kind of achievements professionally I've done or I have achieved. But in terms of things that are related to my job, I tend to get a lot of teaching awards, but the proudest award I kind of received was actually one that I received maybe a year and a half ago. One student nominated me as his or her most inspired or inspiring faculty. The student ended up winning, a big award at the university level. He got a job right out of college, making decent money. He actually got a scholarship to go to other universities as well. And he nominated me as his most inspiring faculty. Now, a lot of the awards that we get tend to be from, other faculties nominating you or voting for you to receive the award. But this was one where the student actually nominated me. So that meant a lot, right? That meant a lot. So from a teaching perspective, like I was saying earlier, it's about giving back, right? Giving back to the students, paying it forward, and having a student kind of recognizing that was very valuable. Yeah, again, I graduated from ODU, so I'm an ODU alum. I've seen just how far we've come as a university and as a college. So ODU just has a lot to give, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just don't know that I actually am an ODU alum. So again, it's good to give back, right? I was in your position, or I was in the student's position a while back, and to kind of flip the role, if you will, is very exciting to me. So yeah, so I'm an ODU alum through and through. So I'll say this about ODU, just generally. A lot of people tend to think that having a degree in and of itself is sufficient, right? I say this in the class all the time, that by graduating and getting a degree is that's one part of the story. It's important to keep in mind that there's a lot of other things going on at the university, at the college and the university level, right? College is not only about learning. It's about building your network. It's about socialization. It's about learning how to do things, right? Learning how to think, learning how to solve problems. So the advice that I have, again, as an ODU alum, the advice that I have would be for you guys, or for the students, to take on as much opportunity, or as many opportunities as you can, right? So that involves like internships, being part of a club, right, and just being part of all the activities that ODU has to offer. And trust me, ODU has a lot to offer. It's there. You just have to look for it and take it on, right? We'll be here to support you along the way. Obviously, as faculty, it's our job to make sure that you succeed, because your success is our success. It's our success, right? We want you to be successful, and we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that you are. But keep in mind that there are opportunities out there, and it's also on you to kind of look for that. So yeah, the advice that I have is, have fun, right? Take on as much as you can, build your network, and build that resume. Start early. Don't wait till the last minute, or else it'll be too late.